All right.
All right, everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of everyone's favorite show, The Mingucho Show, with everyone's least favorite person, Mingucho. Today here, I am joined by a person that I really don't know anything about, so it's really, really cool to be sitting here chatting with them. Their Reddit name is LilyKoiBea, like BEA. And if I had to guess where your username came from, Lily is your favorite flower, Koi is your favorite fish, and B is your favorite hole.
Wrong.
All right. Tell me the inspiration behind your username.
Oh, so the inspiration for my username would probably have to be from all three of my dogs.
Okay, cool.
Wait, what kind of language do we use? Inappropriate? Does it matter?
We can say things like shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker, shit, farts,
Perfect.
turd, and twat.
Perfect.
I think those were some of the words that George Carlin got arrested for. So
those are the names of my three bitches. Just
all
saying.
Right. Word. How long have you been pimping since been pimping?
How long have I been big pimping? Well, right now it's the dry season because of this whole pandemic, but
okay. What do you do to keep your hose in line? And follow-up question to that is, what do you do to keep your pimp hand strong?
Can we say what I used to do in my past life? I like to call it a dick journey just because I heard that from somebody else, and I'm like, I like to
dick journey.
Yeah. I heard that from somebody else, and I'm like, I'm going to use that. So when I refer to whatever I went through in that time period, I'm going to refer to it as a dick journey.
As a dick journey.
Because every dick I went on a journey with or on, and it probably wasn't the greatest, but sometimes it was, okay.
All right, so you can drive stick. That's pretty cool.
It's been a while.
All right, so
we'll call this a drought.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It's been a long time since I've had me some dick myself. So,
wait, which beehole?
Which beehole? Right, exactly. The beehole.
Yeah.
So, all right. My next question is: tell me a little bit about yourself. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Oh God, it's so tough because being locked up. What do? I'm like binge watching Netflix all day and drinking White Claw.
White Claw.
Is that a hobby?
That can be a hobby. Some say it's a sport.
I think we lost our hobbies once we went into this. We forgot who we are.
I don't know. I completely disagree with that. I was a douchebag before coronavirus. I'm a douchebag now. So.
Ooh, why are you a douchebag?
I'm not actually a douchebag. I just look like one.
I don't think so.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. So, but what are your hobbies and interests and things like that? Even before COVID, do you draw? Do you have any talents? You love to travel. Yeah, okay.
I love to travel. I was supposed to originally go to Spain and Italy this year, and my friends and I were going to just different Asian countries, but then this hit, so I had to cancel all my trips. It took me a while to get through one of the Japanese airlines. So luckily they refunded me all the cash.
That's good.
That I had spent.
You're entitled to a cash refund with that stuff. For everyone listening at home. If you did not, you don't need credits. You don't need any of that stuff. Like Qui-Gon Jinn said, credits will do fine. You have to be like Greedo and tell them that they will not do fine. Did you get that reference?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, they.
No, all didn't. Right. So you don't. So you don't watch Star Wars. You've never seen Star Wars.
I'm sorry, I have not seen Star Wars. I have not seen Lord of the Rings. Why am I on Reddit? Will you ask me that question?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of pornography on Reddit, so that's why a lot of people are on Reddit.
Is that the reason why I'm on there?
I don't know.
This is a drought for me.
You're obviously on Reddit to watch the Mingucho streams, without a doubt, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, you've never seen Lord of the Rings. That's terrible.
No,
You're doing
I have
yourself
seen. Maybe I should during this whole thing.
fucking A right. You should. You know.
I probably should like start from the beginning of
That's
everything.
that's a good idea, right? The beginning is a
Ugh.
very good place to start.
I'll
Um,
watch that, drink White Claws, see where I end up, and then maybe will I forget? Will I remember? I don't know.
all right. So let's talk about what is your biggest fear?
I hate, I hate like falling or heights.
Heights.
I just don't like it. I'll tell you why.
Please tell me why.
Because because when I was 5, I like fell backwards on steep stairs at my grandpa's house, and I don't know. That just like freaks me out. So you'll see me on an escalator. I'm going in an incline, right? We're going up, and I'm freaked out. So I'm scared of escalators too. Isn't that weird?
I mean, everyone is afraid of whatever they're afraid of. Like, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily weird to be afraid of anything. Fear is an individual emotion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for instance, people that are afraid of coronavirus right now, each of these individuals are afraid of a coronavirus collectively. So I'm sure that you could meet with like a whole like group of people that are afraid of escalators. You know what I mean? Maybe start your own like escalator fear like support group or something.
Maybe I will. I met one person who was scared of stairs.
Okay.
That was like years ago.
How did
And
you
he's
feel
like,
that you let your soulmate slip away from you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I mean, I wasn't attracted, so maybe that's a good thing. Does that sound shallow? You
No,
don't
of
ask people
course
that
not.
before. I've asked people that before. I'm like, am I shallow if I have like my own preference on people? You know, like this is what I prefer.
I don't think that's what makes you shallow. I think that's what makes you have standards. Like
Hmm.
in my opinion, like I'll fuck anything that moves. Like
Wow.
without a doubt, 100%. I have no
I guess I have
standards.
a chance.
Everybody has a chance with the Mingucho, without a doubt. But what I mean by that is like for the primal need of like fucking, like, you know, that's fine by me. But in order for me
Hmm.
to formulate a relationship with something, I need someone, excuse me, something like, you know, like I like, you know, bang like a typewriter or something. No, to like form a
Or a
relationship with
vacuum.
someone or a vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that in Scary Movie? The guy was putting his dick in the
I
vacuum
think
cleaner.
so.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. So yeah, for me to formulate a relationship with somebody, I need to connect with them on some level that is, I guess, deeper than you know, primal attraction. But at the same token, the thing that's going to catch my eye on somebody more than anything else is if I'm attracted to them. I don't need
Hmm.
to apologize if I don't want to sleep with an overweight woman. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But
Right.
like to be shallow is something where it's like, you know, he's got money, so I don't care what he looks like. That's
Hmm.
just as bad as like he's not attractive enough for me, but he lives in a fucking van, and
Mm.
you know, or like he lives in his parents' basement or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's there's a difference between being shallow and being and having standards, in my opinion. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that because this is America, and whoever you want to put their penis in you, it's your choice. You know.
That's true. That's why nobody has touched my vagina with their penis. It's been a while.
All right, so if you had to have sex with a Disney character, who would it be?
Oh my God. Aladdin was the first one to pop in my mind.
Aladdin. So you like Arab
Yes.
guys then?
I like darker features. Let's
Okay.
just say that. Yeah. Maybe Prince Eric too. I mean, he doesn't have like darker features. He was an Ariel.
Okay.
He can hit it. Um,
He was rich too, right? Like he had like a rich family, I thought, right? I
yeah, but
can't
I
remember.
don't
It's been a
care.
while.
It's all about the motion. That's all that matters.
Yeah. This Disney music is a huge guilty pleasure of mine. I love that stuff.
Do
Like
you
I'll
really?
absolutely. They hire the world's greatest songwriters, they hire the world's greatest composers. They have
Hmm.
more money than fucking God. and like you will catch me like in the shower post masturbation being like part of your world.
And then you're ejaculating into your shower curtain. Got it.
Pretty much, yeah. Plastic shower curtains are definitely a great investment when you're as lonely as I am. But anyway.
That's so sad.
Oh, man,
I get a pillow. Have you ever watched Pen 15?
Pen 15.
Yes.
I saw like the first episode of it. My ex-wife like was like, "You should watch this show. You would like it." She doesn't sound like that at all, but like that's just the best I do for her.
Right.
And so what's it called? I watched it, and it really wasn't for me. The humor was a little too cringy, but like I could get the whole idea of like being like in sixth grade, your body's changing, and like all that stuff. Like that I can get, but no, I'm not going to get the reference that you're asking. So why don't you explain it to me?
Let me explain it to you, because there's this episode, if anybody out there has watched Pen 15, there's this episode of Maya, who's one of the main characters, and she's like getting ready to masturbate for the first time because she's getting these tingles in her underpants that she does not like, she can't even express. So she decided to, close her blinds and just like candles around her room and masturbated with a pillow for the first time. And although it made me cringe, I'm like, that was me. That was me at 13 years old. I'm like, what? That's me. I didn't have the bowl haircut, but that was me. Hands down.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that's fucking great.
it's
Holy
crazy
shit.
because I remember masturbating with a pillow and I had closed my blinds and I'm like, fuck.
I'm completely blown away because like we were going like from segment to segment, and then I was like gonna ask you, what's your first time you ever masturbated in your life, but you told the story already, so you took the words right out of my mouth.
Isn't that crazy though? Like 13-year-old me with like a fucking dim lit room and me with my pillow like just humping it.
No.
My God.
That makes a lot of sense,
Does it though?
Of course. I mean, like what do they call that thing? The clitoris?
What?
No, I'm just kidding. But
that thing.
Yeah, that thing. I can never find it.
That little peanut. That's what my mom used to call it. She's like, "Yeah, you're a peanut." I'm like, "Oh my God, Mom, you're so weird."
That's so fucking funny. Do you talk to your parents about sex or no?
I told my mom that I'm like, "Mom," because my mom's older.
Okay.
I'm like, "Mom, when you live with me, I'm gonna have sex all over my house." But she's like, my mom lives with me, okay?
Okay.
So I said, "Mom, I'm gonna have sex all over my house. Will you be okay with that?" She didn't say anything. She probably thinks I'm a fucking creep.
Okay. Well, that makes two of us, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, my mom though. Yeah. And she's crazy.
So, all right, let me ask, because like the big thing that really makes the Mingucho show so fun, besides being hosted by the one and the only Mingucho, is that the whole point of these like interviews with people on the internet is that I've never spoken to you more than like 5 private messages on Reddit being like, "Hey, holy shit, like you want to be part of my podcast? Fucking great. I'm glad to have you." And it's something where I feel that like we're kind of already just like connecting because of the whole hilarity of this thing. Like we're two strangers like talking about shit. Like, now granted, like people will hear what we have to say, and that's pretty cool. But at the same token, it's like you could talk about anything and everything. Like you could be a spy and I would never know it. You know what I mean? So if you were a spy, how would you go about keeping that from your family?
Oh, that's pretty easy though. They would never know. They would never know because like there's parts of myself that I like to keep secret. Like when I said that I went on that whole like dick journey, they never knew. They didn't know that I was like that. So
So you can hide a dossier completing like names of like known KGB agents the same way you can keep your parents knowing from your sexually active.
exactly.